How's it going, everybody? The Next Level Savings Sale just started on PlayStation. It's running from now until May 27th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. For $5, 75% off, Wolfenstein The Old Blood is a standalone prequel to the critically acclaimed first-person action-adventure shooter Wolfenstein The New Order, delivering a thrilling, story-driven, and intense combat experience. Spanning 8 chapters and 2 interconnected stories, it features the hallmarks of machine games: high-octane action, immersive storytelling, cinematic set pieces, and brutal first-person combat. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $1, 90% off, Ink is a minimalist platformer where the terrain is completely invisible until revealed. Uncover the hidden landscape by bumping into surfaces, double jumping to spray paint bullets outward, or dying and watching paint burst from your last position. With 75 levels, boss fights, and tight responsive controls, each stage challenges you to defeat all enemies and reach the exit while mapping the invisible world around you through movement and death. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, and there's a broken trophy making the full 100% unobtainable. For $4, 80% off, Hammerwatch Anniversary Edition is a remastered hack-and-slash dungeon crawler celebrating the beloved 2013 classic with improved visuals, new content, and expanded features. Choose from 7 unique hero classes and battle through swarms of deadly creatures across 3 campaigns, including the all-new Shaft-Lock Tower, while uncovering secrets, solving puzzles, and looting powerful gear on both solo and online or local co-op play. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Serious Sam's Siberian Mayhem is a standalone expansion of the classic FPS series, where you play as Sam Stone battling Mental's horde across the wild Russian landscapes. You'll blaze through 5 expansive levels, fight new terrifying enemies and bosses, and use a deadly arsenal of guns, gadgets, and vehicles, while completing side missions, uncovering secrets, and experiencing Sam's trademark over-the-top action. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $3, 30% off, Brotato is a frantic, top-down arena shooter roguelite where you play a potato armed with up to 6 weapons at once, battling relentless waves of aliens while awaiting rescue. You'll customize your runs with dozens of characters, hundreds of items and weapons, from flamethrowers and SMGs to rocket launchers and even sticks and stones, and craft overpowered unique builds by selecting traits and upgrades that suit your playstyle. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4, 40% off, Myst is a classic point-and-click adventure that transports you to the enigmatic island of Myst, where ancient betrayal, hidden secrets, and mysterious puzzles await discovery. You'll explore surreal landscapes, solve intricate puzzles, and uncover secret books that lead to breathtaking worlds created by a master storyteller, all while piecing together the mystery behind the treacherous actions of his sons and the fate of the island itself. It's an 82 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Postal Brain Damaged is a chaotic first-person shooter diving into the twisted psyche of the Postal dude, delivering fast-paced, over-the-top action across nightmarish, handcrafted levels. Blast through bizarre enemies and monstrous bosses with a wild arsenal of unconventional weapons, explore surreal environments, and uncover secrets while experiencing the dark, irreverent humor the series is known for. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2, 80% off, The Solitaire Conspiracy is a tactical solitaire adventure where players take control of Protego scattered spy crews to save the world under the guidance of analyst Jim Ratio. Navigate a cyberpunk conspiracy through multiple modes including campaign, countdown, skirmish, and daily hotspot, using unique crew powers, strategic card play, and FMV cutscenes to master espionage in a high-stakes, ever-changing environment. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Carrion is a reverse horror game where you play as a mysterious, amorphous creature seeking revenge on those who imprisoned you, turning the tables on traditional horror by making you the predator rather than the prey. Stalk, consume, and terrify your captors while growing, mutating, and evolving, unlocking increasingly devastating abilities to wreak havoc and spread fear throughout the sprawling, labyrinthine facility. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3, 80% off, Titan Souls is a minimalist boss rush action game where a lone hero armed with a single arrow hunts colossal guardians to reclaim the scattered Titan Souls. Face towering titans in tense one-hit kill encounters, retrieve and reposition your lone arrow after every shot, and carefully study each arena to exploit tiny weaknesses, while dodging deadly attacks and solving environmental puzzles in brutal precision-based battles. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition is an open-world action-adventure set between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, where you play as a ranger bound with the Wraith of Celebrimbor, seeking vengeance against the forces of Sauron. This edition includes the Lord of the Hunt and the Bright Lord story expansions, adding new abilities, beast hunts, epic battles, and deeper lore that expands the mythos of Middle-earth. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4, 75% off, Knights of Pen and Paper 2 Deluxiest Edition is a turn-based pixel art RPG where you assemble a party of tabletop role players guided by a game master, choosing quests, battling enemies, delving into dungeons, and crafting items in a charming meta world full of danger, intrigue, and pop culture references. This Deluxiest Edition includes the base game plus 4 expansions: Fist of +1 Fury, Here Be Dragons, Back to the Source, and Epic Mount. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $3, 70% off, Butcher is a fast-paced 2D shooter and a blood-soaked homage to classic action games, putting you in control of a cyborg programmed to exterminate humanity. Slash, shoot, and obliterate enemies with chainsaws, shotguns, grenade launchers, or environmental hazards like hooks, lava pits, and saws across underground hideouts, post-apocalyptic cities, and jungles, while experimenting with creative ways to dispatch foes. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4, 75% off, SpiderHeck is a fast-paced, chaotic couch co-op brawler where spiders wield laser swords, grenades, and rocket launchers in hilariously over-the-top battles. Challenge yourself in endless waves of single-player mayhem, team up with friends in local or online co-op PvE, or face off in competitive PvP matches, all while performing insane acrobatics and experimenting with a huge variety of weapons. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $4, 50% off, Hidden Through Time is a charming hide-and-seek adventure where players explore colorful, hand-drawn levels spanning 4 great historical ages, using cryptic hints to uncover hidden objects, secrets, and playful surprises. Advance through each stage by finding all objects while enjoying whimsical environments full of detail, fun animations, and clever puzzles, or use the built-in map editor to create and share your own levels. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $2, 75% off, Let Them Come is a wave-based survival shooter where mercenary Rock Gunner must wipe out every alien on a ship, mowing down diverse enemy hordes and facing terrifying boss encounters one wave at a time. Upgrade and customize your loadout, enter Frenzy Mode for maximum carnage, tackle New Game Plus with your unlocked arsenal, and climb the leaderboards while selecting tracks on your boombox to fuel the fight. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 70% off, Agatha Knife is a darkly satirical point-and-click adventure where a young girl torn between her love of meat and her friendships with animals invents her own religion, carnivorism, to convince them that sacrificing their flesh is the path to eternal happiness. Explore a colorful, handcrafted world, meet peculiar characters, and tackle controversial topics through the eyes of a child in this twisted, irreverent tale. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off, Retro City Rampage DX is an over-the-top 8-bit open-world action game bringing the chaos and humor of the 80s to a bustling city filled with weapons, power-ups, and hundreds of vehicles to commandeer. This DX version features a full story mode, arcade mode, and an interactive city packed with shops, minigames, over 200 character customizations, and the included prototype ROM City Rampage. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $5, 35% off, Flower is a serene, interactive experience where you take control of the wind, gliding through vast, lush landscapes at your own pace while interacting with and transforming the world around you in beautiful ways. Accessible to gamers and non-gamers alike, it delivers an emotional, deeply personal journey through varied, beautifully realized environments in search of balance and harmony. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $3, 90% off, Fobia St. Dinfna Hotel is a first-person survival horror game where amateur journalist Roberto travels to a rumor-shrouded hotel only to discover a camera that reveals different timelines, exposing a fanatical cult, human experiments, and apparitions roaming the halls. Scavenge for supplies, solve puzzles, and run, hide, or fight monsters as past, present, and future collide in a twisting narrative full of conspiracies. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $3, 80% off, Olija is a cinematic adventure game that follows a shipwrecked man trapped in the mysterious land of Terraphage, combining swashbuckling exploration and a captivating narrative. Navigate handcrafted environments filled with puzzles and platforming challenges, wield a legendary harpoon to strike and traverse the world, and rescue castaways while uncovering the mysteries of Terraphage. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 90% off, Soulstice is a fast-paced action game where you control Briar and Lute, two sisters reborn as a chimera warrior to reclaim a ruined city overrun by wraiths and corrupted beings pouring in from beyond the veil. Master Briar's melee combos and Lute's mystical auras simultaneously, switching and upgrading weapons on the fly to unleash devastating attacks, while uncovering the dark truth behind the transformation and the order that sent them. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 55 hours to platinum. For $4, 70% off, Unleaving is a narrative-driven puzzle platformer where a child, awakened by the whispers of the last leaf, is drawn into a vivid imaginary world where everything seems hopeless. Each challenge unfolds within hand-painted landscapes that shift and transform around you, weaving together clever puzzles with a deeply atmospheric exploration of perception, meaning, and the fragile boundary between reality and imagination. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $2, 90% off, Gordian Quest is a sprawling, deck-building RPG where you lead parties of 3 heroes through a cursed world teeming with darkness, treasure, and ever-deadlier foes. Across 4 campaign acts and multiple modes, including the fast-paced roguelite realm mode and the endlessly replayable adventure mode, you'll explore procedurally generated maps, dive into fathomless dungeons, and tackle unpredictable events that test your strategy. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $4, 80% off, Arca's Path is an atmospheric VR puzzle game set in the simulated world of Arca, where you guide a sphere through 25 levels of stunning crystalline landscapes using only head-tracking gaze controls, no hands required. Navigate challenging physics-based labyrinths, uncover the truth behind this dark fairy-tale world, and experience it all accompanied by the chilled experimental electro soundtrack of Ninja Tunes artist Rafferty. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 15 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.